All right, let's get it. California housewife living double life pleads guilty to killing man who paid her $11,000 to perform kinky act. A California woman who lived a double life as an OnlyFans model and high-end escort pleaded guilty Wednesday to involuntary manslaughter after one of her clients died following sexual activity with her. Michelle, what? Michaela? Michelle? Michaela? Michelle Reicherslam, right? Reigler Lamp. Anyway, Michelle, 32, will be sentenced next month to 4 years in prison after her client, 55-year-old Michael Dale, died from asphyxiation. Dale died at his home in Escondido in San Diego County. Authorities said the woman, who had reportedly been working in the industry for approximately 10 years, was based in Menifee and Riverside County. God damn, girl. Okay. Prosecutors alleged the death resulted from, I'm going to just say Michaela. I think it's Michaela. Michaela placing duct tape over his mouth and a plastic bag with saran wrap over his head during a recorded encounter because his limbs were bound. Dale could not remove the items. He remained inside the bag for approximately 8 minutes, leading to him being declared brain dead the following day. The woman, whose husband was aware of her OnlyFans site and helped manage the business, said she immediately called. Wait, hold up. Michaela is the OnlyFans girl, and Michaela is his wife. I'm confused. I'm confused at this title here. California housewife living double life pleads guilty to killing man who paid her 11K to perform. So, okay, so this wasn't her husband because okay, so this is a woman who's married, who's running OnlyFans, and she killed somebody. Got it. Okay. Prosecutors alleged the death result. I gotta read this again. He remained inside the bag for approximately 8 minutes, leading him to be declared brain dead the following day. The woman, whose husband was aware of her OnlyFans site and helped manage the business, says she immediately called 911 following the incident. Okay, so he's vouching that his girl, the woman on the OnlyFans doing this BDSM stupid shit, called soon as it happened. Got it. And you've been doing this business for 10 years. I don't understand why some people, it's like, if you want to be freaky, but don't be stupid. Don't do crazy, stupid shit that can get you hurt, right? When I was growing up, right, I remember dudes was like, yeah, getting your dick sucked is better than getting pussy. And I'm like, well, is it the goal to get pussy? What if the girl's not really that good at sucking dick? I was like, oh, so, and the guys would be like, oh yeah. And mind you, a bunch of fucking kids, right? Talking about some, yeah, and mind you, I'm pretty sure a lot of them were getting head from some fucking young hoe at the time. Mind you, was a kid. This is me thinking as a kid. And I just remember being like, how can you vouch that getting head is better than getting pussy? But for them, getting head was freakier than actually having sex for these people, I'm guessing, right? Right? That was the level when we were kids. As you get older, I don't know. I guess anal would be like the next freaky thing, right? And then somewhere along the line, these fucking kids started doing eating booty. Right? Gotta eat the booty like groceries, peeing in people's mouths, R. Kelly style. Oh no, it was peeing on people came first, right? So for me growing up, it was having sex, getting sucked off, right? Doing anal, right? And this is just levels of barriers that the girls would try to like hit you with. So it was like, we can have sex, but I don't suck dick. We can suck dick, but I'm not taking it in the ass. I'll take it in the ass, but you ain't gonna pee. Mind you, that peeing on people shit is insane, dog. Whoever does that type of shit, crazy, right? There's levels to this shit, right? How many levels do you gotta be down past to start doing crazy shit like tying people up and gagging them with bags and putting shit in their mouth, and then they end up dying. Like, how far gone do you got it? Mind you, I did run into a girl who I wanted. It was a Caribbean girl, and I wanted to smash so goddamn badly, but she was into that BDSM shit. You know what I'm saying? I promise I'm gonna stop telling you guys shit. There was this girl. I wanted to talk to her. I went over to her place. You know what I'm saying? I went over to. Fuck it. Tangent time. So long ago, I was in a Job Corps, right? Job Corps was, I don't know if it's still a thing. Job Corps is like a program for young students or whatever like that to get a trade, learn trade, go to school, all of that shit. Anyway, I was on a campus and it was a vacation time and we all went for a restaurant. There was this bad Caribbean girl. This girl, I'm talking ass brow, titties brow, nice and thick. And here I am on the weekend with my bros and shit, who didn't go home. And during the vacation, we were all playing SSX and Day of Reckoning 2, baby. Or was it Day of Reckoning 1? Doesn't matter. Anyway, so we all come back from the restaurant and I remember sitting there and I'm like, yo, guys, I was cold when we was coming back from the van, and the Caribbean girl was holding my hand and shit while I was shaking. She said it was cute. He was like, so what are you gonna do about it? And I was like, I'm gonna try. So the way that the dorms was set up is you had 2 floors for the boys and you had 2 floors for the girls. The girls was above the boys. If it's starting to sound kind of familiar to some people, hey, I guess you know. But then again, I'm pretty sure it's like that in probably a lot of the places. Anyway, so I said, I'm gonna go for it. So I said, so they're like, you're gonna go. So they all thought I was joking until I got up and left. And I remember looking at the horrified faces of my friends who they're all playing on the fucking GameCube and shit like that. Smash Brothers, SSX, Mario Party, right? We got a whole week to do nothing. Now, because it was a vacation, there was less staff in the dorms, and they combined the female and male dorms. So instead of it being 2 female floors, 2 male floors, it was 1 male floor, and then the female floor was, I believe, on the 4th floor, and the male floor was on the 2nd floor or 3rd floor. I forgot how they did it. Anyway, so I go up the stairs, right? I remember because I bust my ass going up the stairs. I remember this. Landed right on my knee, but I had that crackhead Sonic the Hedgehog energy. I recovered from that shit instantly like Wolverine. Didn't matter. And I remember, she told me what room she was in. And I remember going to, I knocked on the door and I hit a shower and shit like this. And I'm like, oh shit, hell yeah. Which now I'm thinking back on it, that's kind of fucking creepy. Now thinking on it. Anyway, here I go. Here I am, young, dumb, excited, baby. We talking wind blows the wrong way. I'm ready to poke holes in diamond. I remember she comes out of the shower and she's literally in nothing. Literally, she didn't have a towel. She had a sheet, dog. She had a sheet. Like, she did not have a towel. She had a sheet. I saw everything. Now, I'm not gonna get into the specifics of this. You would actually have to be my friend because the shit that happened after that. All I know is I was like, yo, what's up? Yo, let me put some lotion on your back. Let me get them spots you can't reach. You know what I'm saying? That was my little bit of game. I had no game. And she knew this. She knew that she was a fucking super predator exploiting me. All I'm gonna sit here and say is that she said, if you want to do this, she told me what you want to do. I said, I want to do you. She said, what do you want to do? This girl tied me to the bed with an iron the iron wire. She tied me with a belt and an iron wire. And then, you probably think I'm lying to you. I'm not. Her words was,
if I do something for you, you gotta do something for me.
And she said, what was it? It was
a little bit of pain is fun.
Some shit. She said some shit like this. She pulled out a lighter and put it to my face. And I'm not telling you guys nothing else. Let's get back to this fucking story, which is much more interesting than the tangent I was going off of. Goddamn, girl, you ruined your goddamn life. Anyway. Rotterdam is married to Brenda Rotterdam and has 3 sons, according to her kink site, Secret Hostess, where she posted pictures of herself and boasted about her secret life under the name Ashley Sin Kao. So she was even lying to make it more exciting to the guys who would buy her. These guys were buying this woman to go have this woman to go have sex with her, and they all thought they didn't know that she had that her husband didn't know. Though her husband manages the OnlyFans. Like, so again, a lot of times that these guys be talking to these girls thinking that they actually have a relationship with these girls, it be fucking dudes you talking to, their managers you're talking to. So I've always found that weird. Anyway, I thought that shit said Ashley Sinclair. Ashley Sinclair, adding the H is silent. Wait, what? Ashley Sinclair, the H is silent. Ashley Sinclair. Okay, whatever. So that's her husband. Hey guys, editing Jason here. So yeah, the H was silent. She wasn't, God, she was not joking. She was not joking. The H is silent. And here's the deal. If I'm buying this chick, you best believe I'm doing terrible things to this goddamn woman. Oh no, she wasn't just giving lap dances. Ashley, Yo, no. What is this picture? What is this fucking picture? Yeah, it would be one of these that would allow that to happen. She must have been running circles around this dude. Look at this dude. Oh, she was. Oh, guys. It takes a certain kind of man to be a cash pig for these kind of women. So this guy, zoom all the way in. This guy willingly knew and was letting his girl slide off with other men and do all kinds of crazy shit. So there was nothing off the table. Nothing. There was nothing off the table, because if she was tying up people and she was gagging people and she's been doing this shit for 10, you think women become less freaky the longer they're having sex? Oh no, she was doing all kinds of things. We talking she's tying people up, right? She whipping them. She probably putting, like what the girl tried to do to me, put the fucking lighter to my feet. She putting fires next to dude to slightly burn them for the sensation. Crazy ass girl. She doing anal. She sucking other people's dick. She fucking, oh man. She probably even letting these guys do her raw. If the money right. Oh man. 3 kids. I'm guessing none of them are theirs. I would hope. Oh wow. Dell reportedly paid her $11,000 for this particular. Yeah. She was doing all kinds of things. Dell reportedly paid her $11,000 for this particular encounter. She described herself as an upscale and classy creation with 10 years of experience on her Secret Hostess page. She claimed to be a chameleon of this industry, offering intoxicating and provocative performance in naughty games. Her website advertised several services, including the Ultimate In-Call, her highest price offering at $1,500. Okay, so here's the thing. The Ultimate In-Call was $1,500. I'm sorry, $1,500. This man gave her $11,000. It was on and popping in that room. Oh, you don't listen. If I'm gonna buy a whore and that whore married, best believe. Well, now I'm not exposing myself like that. Anyway, other services include, you know what the things I'll do to that girl. Other services included Toy Show for $200 and the Wild In-Call for $1,100. wait a second. Why am I reading this all wrong? This is 11,000, 1,100. While a wild end call was listed at 800, outcall services was offered at rates 300 lower than the call. Why are y'all telling all this extra weird ass detail? Michaela also advertised FaceTime or Zoom play sessions for 100, 500 and noted that 25 non-refundable deposit was required. It's a fantastic woman in terms of body. Ridiculous though, but that's a nice body right there. According to the listing, deposits could be paid through Zelle. Yo, why are they telling us this? Anyway, Rotterdam reportedly specialized in incorporating acrobatics into my lap dances, boasting that no other listed on this site is as professional as I am. Her attorney, Dan Cohen, previously stated that his client had no intention of killing Dell, arguing that although consent is not a legal defense, it is certainly a mitigating factor. I think there was no intent to kill and no attempt to cover this up, he said, and she acted appropriately when she realized it was a problem. This is definitely a consensual element, not only something he consented to, something he was actively seeking. I can only imagine, right? You got them fucking freaks, right? You got them dudes, hit me harder, right? Or you got them chicks. Oh, fellas, do you guys enjoy hitting girls when you're having sex? Personally, something dies inside every time I'm like in the presence of that, right? I had a girl talk about some smack it, right? And I'm smacking it, and she's like harder, and I'm like, yo, you literally want me to start like actually hitting you? Not my kind of thing. Even when I looked at porn, I saw dudes fucking like being violent with girls, and girls are into that shit, and I'm just like, bro, you supposed to beat the pussy. You're not supposed to actually beat the woman up. Like, what? You actually fucking smacking the girl and these girls are so fucking broken to make money. They sitting there like crying and shit during. I was like, yo, this is how you make broke ass women. And then the thing is, I guarantee you, every single woman that I saw porn that did that shit, every single woman that whatever I was aware of or I was dealing with that did that shit, I could only imagine they all got kids now. All of them got kids. Yeah, I'm not totally, to be honest, I'm not against sex work. I mean, I think that when they're covering articles of women getting busted in stings, or like, oh yeah, there was a Trump official who was having sex with a prostitute. It's like, okay, these people are doing a whole bunch of shit and they got money and time. And most people probably would fuck prostitutes if it's probably easier than getting fucking nagged to death in a relationship with a girl you don't want to be in. I've never had sex with a prostitute, but I never look down on people for it. I don't know. I just think like there's so much other shit that people should be worried about in terms of crimes instead of prostitution. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's the video. Catch you guys next time.
I love the kind of woman that will actually just kill me. You know, when I left the house today, I was thinking, damn, I really hope some hot chick paints my brains all over some fucking hallway. And here we are. I mean, really, just absolutely destroy me. I'm talking full-on watermelon in the thighs level carnage. And I want it to scare the shit out of me. I mean, I hope I piss myself. I hope I piss myself and you call me your little pee-pee piss boy. I want you to fuck me up. I mean, I want you to make me your bitch. Your little pee-pee piss myself bitch. I want it to get embarrassing. I mean, like, weirdly embarrassing. Unsanitary, too. We should be entirely different people by the end of the first 8 hours. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? I mean, I'm a real freak. I'm not normal. Ma'am, please, you have to crush me.